would gladly break it. I would gladly break my heart for you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel.
Hello, everyone.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel.
Welcome back to my channel.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel.
Welcome back to Tunnel Covers.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel.
I am your host. As always, my name is Factually Tenulo.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about...
As my channel suggests.
What's up, everybody?
And I cover things. Different things. Non-specific things. I just cover things. Yeah. Today I thought I would dive a little bit, just like dip my toe into the cold waters of parasocial relationships. As you guys may or may not know, whenever I talk about things, I like to include some of my favorite things from art. So, a specific movie, a specific song, a specific album. So, today I feel like something that touches on a specific element of parasocial relationships is the song Goddess by Laufey from her deluxe album, which we will get to further on in the video. But for now, I thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you like this video, and I hope you literally do tap the like button and like the video and subscribe if you haven't already done that, and share the video to your friends, to your family members, to literally anyone you can come across. And if you feel like the video is worth sharing, share it. Even if you feel like it's not worth sharing, just share it. I will grow. I will grow and learn from my mistakes. I promise. Okay. So, as a person, a lot of people today have access to social media. Not only do they have access to social media, but they literally do access social media, literally. So, if you have been on social media long enough, then you probably already know about how people treat celebrities and how they interact with them. Stan culture, for example, no matter which social media app you use, you will come across it. Stan culture is a net space that gives insight on one of the many different ways in which these interactions between people and celebrities happen. Stan Twitter is like a baby that will not stop throwing up. It is like when Elon Musk sees Trump, before the divorce. It is like me when the final season of Stranger Things finally airs. It is annoying. I get what it does and I get what it is for, um, and what it has done for a lot of different artists, but it is also against a lot of things, like letting a lot of artists have creative freedom over their art. Okay, people who create art are in perpetual fear of being criticized online by critics that just happen to have a Twitter account. Stan culture, unfortunately, sometimes criticizes more than just the artist's art or their work. It tends to extend to their personal lives. Fans of artists can take their love for an artist to a different level, crossing the line between admiration and obsession, obviously intruding on their personal lives and often exhibiting non acceptable behaviors. These are examples of parasocial relationships. A parasocial relationship is a one sided relationship. It occurs between the celebrity person and the fans or the audience at a larger scale. Through repeated exposure to the person, the fans start developing trust in the individual or the celebrity person, specifically a kind of loyalty to them, to this celebrity person, to the point where the fans start viewing the individual as a friend, even though they may not be their friends in real life, and they may even treat them as such. Social media may create this specific kind of delusion and may at times even reinforce it. Virtual interactions between the fan and the celebrity, such as following their accounts, liking their posts, commenting and engaging in other ways, such as reposting, downloading videos, songs, content, viewing their lives. These things, these virtual interactions, lead to a more intimate perception of the person. It is one sided. It is always between the fan and the celebrity, and never between the celebrity and the fan. So, that is one thing that a lot of people do not realize. People tend to forget that these are only virtual representations of these celebrities, and maybe fictional or even performative, because they're aimed at garnering public interest. They're not for you specifically. Yes, they're for you as the fan, but like they're not for you, Tsenolo from Pretoria in South Africa. They're aimed at garnering public interest, not the celebrities' actual personalities. It is not a true reflection of who they are sometimes. So overall, this results in an illusion of intimacy. In her article, Parasocial Relationships with Celebrities, An Illusion of Intimacy with Mediated Friends, Amanda Lakin acknowledges that a parasocial relationship is when audience members develop a relationship with characters they interact with through media. They not only observe the actor on screen, they also participate and interact with them. It has no mutual development because it is one sided, as I mentioned, and it is controlled by the performer. So it is between the celebrity and the fan, not between the fan and the celebrity. In this way, fans engage in controlled pseudo social interactions with the celebrity. So even when the famous person engages with their fan base online, the celebrity is not their friend. These interactions only mimic real life relationships because they do not see you, they do not know you, and they never will. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, Barbs. Stan Twitter users tend to overlook who the artist is and what they offer to invade who the artist is in their personal lives. This would be better when they hold someone accountable all the time for some wrongdoing that they engage in, but artists are not always seen as human. Even when they hold people accountable, they hold them accountable when they put them on pedestals. So, in a way, as imperfect humans, they may fail to live up to these expectations that are created for them. People fail to realize that these persons do not go to sleep in their makeup and wake up with fresh minty breath. They poop just like you and me. They get sick. They sometimes misstep when they walk. They may trip. They misspeak. They misunderstand. They're not perfect. And that's where the song Goddess by Laufey comes in. You took me for a fool. So, what if your critic is not some random stranger from upstate New York or some unknown city in Europe, or even worse, KZN? What if, as a person, you are looked down on by someone you consider your partner, someone you love, someone you're in a relationship with? So, Goddess by Laufey, which is off of the deluxe version of her album Bewitched, also dubbed the Goddess Edition, is a song exploring Laufey trying to come to terms with her partner being more in love with her image as an artist than her as a person. It goes from trying to make sense of the situation to her blaming herself for not realizing it sooner. So, parasocial relationships can have detrimental results on both the celebrity and the fans themselves. In the song Goddess, we hear some self blame coming from her as she alludes to this not happening for the first time, wishing she could have predicted it because it is not happening for the first time. Her self blame then quickly turns into self deprecating as she calls herself naive for thinking she could be loved for herself and not her celebrity status. She removes all blame from the other party by not holding them responsible for making her feel bad, which is what happened. Although she acknowledges that the other party is too old to play this game, which I assume is her inability to differentiate between the Levy performing for the crowds and the Levy sitting at home watching TV on the couch, she quickly points to their sense of immaturity by suggesting that even though they are 30, they are still growing up. The lyrics You took a star to bed but woke up with me instead expresses the common infatuation with stars that tends to happen for the character that they play or the personas that they present when performing on stage, depending on what kind of art they are in. When seen for who they truly are, the regular people that they are in their everyday lives, a sense of disappointment tends to engulf people. They feel deceived, as Levy points out. So this is also often seen when celebrities are compared with and without makeup. A star has gained weight, or this person, this actor, is seen wearing sweatpants, walking to the recording studio. Is something wrong with them? Are they pregnant? Have they started smoking? Did they get broken up with? So, versions of these celebrities are created out of context, versions that these celebrities are expected to live up to. This version they have created sometimes does not exist, unfortunately, poisoning interactions and sometimes relationships that may develop between these stars and their fans. Although Levy is obviously hurt in this song, it's a very sad song, heartbreaking, beautiful though, beautiful vocals, beautiful production. Levy also pokes fun at this ordeal in the song, asking the partner if they were surprised when they took Levy home, but discovered that she was not the same once her glamour had came off. So her glamour being maybe her sparkly outfits that she wears on stage, the makeup, the hair all tied up. Once she's a regular person at home, did this surprise the person? And what did they expect? Did they expect Levy to always be wearing makeup and always be made up 24/7? She feels played and lied to, obviously, because she finds out someone is only in love with an ideal version of herself, the fictional or the performative, who was created specifically aimed at garnering public interest, and not who she actually is as a person. She may be a goddess on stage, but she is a human at home. Powerful stuff. So, adopting and emulating healthy behaviors modeled by the famous person may be one of the positive effects of parasocial relationships. However, effects such as bodily dissatisfaction and reduced mental health, such as anxiety, body dysmorphia, depression, may also result. So, what is the solution? My suggestion: let's stay off our phones longer. Touch grass. Pick it and blend it into juice if you have to. Just touch it.